Yo, it's about that time we talked about the pain and the struggle. So many souls lost in the Biafran war. Women, children, going hungry, lying on the road, and it brings so many painful memories. So we gotta talk about it. So, take it back, 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 take it back. All the pain and the agony, take it back. The massacre, the pogrom, take it back. Visions of hungry children, take it back. Take the fallen men and women, take it back.
The most Islamization but the agenda have been inaugurated for encouraging but the new and old converted jihadism movement in Nigeria, funded by Imo State government, by Mr. Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, selling out our land for embracing Janjaweed, take it back, take it back. Mr. Hope Uzodinma has just quickly installed and certifies newly Emirates. Emir Pumbi take it back. Emir Poweri take it back. Emir Folu take it back. Kedumaka Emir Akiwe take it back. Ruga.
So take it back, 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 take it back. All the pain and the agony, take it back. The massacre, the pogroms, take it back. Visions of hungry children, take it back. Take the fallen men and women, take it back.
Mr. Hope Uzodinma has quickly implemented an agenda full of handlers. The master, and also an agreement. It called treasurers. Take it back. Have you ever heard about the Willie Lynch letter? Late in 23 December 1712, he taught the rest of the colony masters the way to control African slavery. Take it back. I call that take it back. Mentalist slavery. Take it back. Mentalist slavery.
So take it back, 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 take it back. All the pain and the agony, take it back. The massacre, the pogroms, take it back. Visions of hungry children, take it back. Take the fallen men and women, take it back.
This tree was set up in the liver by Willie Lynch on the bank of James River in the colony of Virginia in the 1712. This tree was set up in the liver by Willie Lynch on the bank of James River in the colony of Virginia in the 1712. This tree was set up in the liver by Willie Lynch. Yeah.
Yo. So that's the story of the lost tribe of Israel. We've been marginalized, subjugated. We've been killed in our numbers. But we'll never say never until our destiny is achieved.
My name is still members of the Nkemankandele Nwachineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well. Before we continue this expose against Sapele, known as Uchenna Apkatanku, aka Sapele, the Anambra State ESN coordinator, we want to bring this attention to the Biafrans all over the world. The information that we just received that say there is a verifiable evidence that some state coordinators, such as Enugu and Ebonyi State, remember that Ebonyi State coordinator, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked him during the time of EndSARS protests, and the person of Igwe Ogbonnaya. And that is why everything is making connection to what we are doing. It says that Enugu and the Ebonyi State coordinator are asking IPOB family members to submit their names and phone number in their unit, including ESN, including Eastern Security Network numbers. Now, the question you're going to ask is this: why are they looking for the contact and the names of the family members in their unit and also the ESN who are in that unit, Mauritius and Ebonyi State? And the message went on to say that I want to make it clear that such, hold on. And he went on to say that I want to make it clear that such order was not given from IPOB leadership permitting state coordinators to collect the names of family members and ESN members in their unit. Therefore, any state coordinator are warned not to venture into this path because of security risk involved. Any coordinator found asking for the details of IPOB and ESN members in this state will be dealt with. Now, that is why one of the programs that I made some time ago, some people are going around trying to make a peace. But before you do that, you have to first of all try to solve the problem. And one of those problems is this: that our leader Nnamdi Kanu sacked Chukwuebuka and all his executive members during the EndSARS protest because he refused to allow the family members in this state to participate in EndSARS protests. So we are now going forward to the expose against Uchenna Apkatanku, aka Sapele. On this one, we are going to put a call through, because I said, for some of you who watched the few interview of that particular program, I said that I'm still going to ask them questions based on what they said, so that if there are something that they are missing, they are going to say it. So we're about to put a call through now so that we can be able to put these things and for people to understand.
Hello.
Hello, watching again.
Hello.
Iranian Nuku. Odemma. Gwa no nwegu so na ndị Chinasa nwuru kpọrọ afa na Radio Biafra.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Odemma. And we had an interview concerning those things in order to clear the names of you people, including King Jaja. Now, actually, ka ibido na ajụjụ based on ife mmeluge interview. And ofu ajụjụ nchọ ka m bluzo wee jụọ bụ kedu the reason why afọ unu ejiwe mkpa afọ na Radio Biafra? What is the reason why your name was announced in Radio Biafra by Chinasa Nwuru?
Okay, thank you, my brother, for the opportunity given to me.
Okay.
The reason why we were announced on air was that we refused to buy their own idea. We totally disagree with them and the system they are playing through. Come to go to actually so that I only go what I'm over and then you mistake of an asleep or no, I don't know.
Bible.
Yeah, cancel Igbo. Only when you go enter water. Maka na wakita. Amaram the reason in the mother you like ever anato into. Most people now follow victims most times ever anato into due to nanto na ato nanto. But as you that truthfulness be bitter, it bitters a lot, and that is the reason Maji Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu General in the custody of the DSS now, because not the straightforward, not the truthful. And this is the only reason. Only any other crime I committed, only any crime I know and one Apolaba and Radio Biafra community now. Simply that we refuse to buy their own idea, which is evil. I know na in the camp since the establishment of the ESN from the February last year, from February 2021. Since then, kind of camp to this March. But ever since then, kind of complain of maltreatment and in school. Could you believe now over 1,000 boys, more 800 boys, now in camp, barely even for their fatherland. But due to maltreatment, everybody retreated, and we were left with less than 200 men in the bush. Yes, even at that, they refused to treat us, not even normal, at least treat us a little bit fair, a little bit okay. How can the soldier, I'm no freedom fighter, people is for Ibulu with empty stomach. And sometimes most of some of our men now have Nero because no work are enough. But this is the reason why they announce our names. Okay, now how can Mazi say no election in the entire Southeast, in the entire Biafra land? And after some days, just 3 or 4 days to the election, Mazi will now come back and say later the election. I think that now that Captain Adiro, Mazi, I am under custody, under the custody.
Okay, what's next?
Election. That no election will be by me, my Simba.
What's next? This issue of election of the 6th of November 2021. Isn't that na Basalon Kawa? No, Commander group if Akwan of Maso. Key stick to those ones Bundi because I took my time to put down those. You understand what I'm saying now? So I don't key stick to the ones go on we go have the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying now? I don't go say, can you make had your path on Radio Biafra? We say that no actually not because of Ezuku can name the country on Nisebe.
Yes.
Can you
even the poor line go? Okay, even the poor line go. It will be after the attack annual in November. Okay, now on December that was either 16th of December 2021. I gave the only evangelism I did. So unluckily for us, we had casualties. I'm going to Mmadubugwu. So after that day, actually the evangelism, the next morning, the full commander Uchenna Apkatanku where someone was meeting that morning. So I tell you, one way forward, even if our brothers sit down. Sapele anybody any bad thing against Mmadubugwu will be expelled from the struggle. So surprising. Everybody turn against him. Only see that Uzumadi thought you said Donna. Mmadubugwu now he may defend. He's not that oath with us. We are not under the same oath. Why is this kind of thing you do? Okay, now I don't know. Saying from that COVID enmity between us. Now I know the evil people and the struggle. Meanwhile, now only even even get a phenomenon. Your choice here. Or each email browsing internet more than your knowledge. You browse the internet, so all the same thing like even say a phenomenon. As you go to different parts of the Biafra land. Everywhere they not confirming that Mmadubugwu is an enemy to the struggle, but yet this Sapele not defend the man to the last. So I was saying, now one chain of command in the may exist, but not when we are being commanded to do the wrong thing. It's not one chain of command. I command that DJ boy, your brother. Chain of command, you go and kill your brother. I say, no, that kind of scenario. Sapele don't now have someone else to go and fight against our own brothers in the camp somewhere in Israel. I say, I ourselves they fight our brothers. Now that kind of thing had to go. What's it an evil IG Bulu enemy? Now our boys from our camp, Mmadubugwu as security, his own compound. Okay, now the Nigerian government will come now and arrest the boys. Now Mmadubugwu security. Them sometimes they set them ablaze. Will not even tell us that this happened. He will not even let us know that police came to his house to arrest anybody. Meanwhile, he himself and the secure, they were safe from the government. All the things go to and whenever we come to ask them, okay, when you see, not only run all these people on the diaspora, I know their speech, our own speech. Or now I want to hear to speak to anybody that he's the only one that can speak to anybody that he wants. Okay, now from that very moment that last year to start, I not complain every day, but just a very single day I receive our anger. Now this thing that possible that day can I go explain. Okay, now my question to me explain now. Somebody encounter many difficult, many problems, many hardships, pains, gunshots, anything in a recorded the person's account, even a dime, you are not giving the person a dime, and a ton of squandy the person. So we are still just looking up to them. What in at least is that this Biafra struggle, Biafra is true for all, and many of them must put hand in debt, additional areas for that land. Those people now, because King Deja now, as I'm speaking to you now, I don't think King Deja is still alive. Just for no reason. Anything the guy committed. Sapele now, okay. Sapele now, the reason Sapele is angry with Sapele very much angry that Sapele King Deja, ego, where mechi ọnụ ka ọ na-emechi ọnụ ka ọ dị ọ na-agụ ka ọ dị na bọs ndị mana na ule na-abata ndị account. But social work is for us. Now, open a social instead of eating the money alone, he will share, he will show that everybody now at the camp will be empty, no matter how small it is, we make sure everybody will then, this is how the money came, this is how the money came. So, Sapele we did report to his boss, Mmadubugwu. Because only when I get questions, we do meetings. And what about there's questions kind of do. I do a question, or sometimes he will give order to some of his boss nationals. By the person who do. Sapele one of his boys, his soldiers in the fight here against the zoo. We get still all these things people I recorded. All these things we do, I just wipe all these evil men in our land. They are so evil. So evil, not telling.
Okay. Oge you throw more light. Basalo he police unu evangelist. Then unu bad luck on your own side also. Yes. Then Sapele, where someone on meeting, instead of you pull the way forward, then instead of him instead of him consoling us, say that na mbosunu jecha evangelist we jecha bata unu bad luck my side and corner, which is part of the of the struggle, because everyone need to sacrifice also. Yes. Then the Sapele where someone on the meeting where only do anything bad against Benjamin Mmadubugwu, instead of equal way forward, you may throw more light on that.
Yeah. Instead of the guy to not console us and tell us way forward, how to do, and how to go as a commander. Yes, let's assume a coach in a team. If your team happens to lose a match, you don't have to come against them. You need to do more strategy to win matches ahead. But this guy now, that kind of, as in my men, sorry that I lose the people. He didn't do that. Okay, now, I need to take a picture on that, he didn't do that. Those men were still lying on that day. After the meeting, back after the meeting, that's something that when you go to those people, the mortuary. But that's something that back Balimbo, now one of them, Amy, because one of those boys, ESN the message. So then the people now by Razaka, any other person. In that no way going to sponsor that burial. Other boys can go more talking to you now. Most of our boys, you won't my brother can never get that still in the mortuary. Them those or Benjamin cares about them. Okay, now these people I'm telling you now, not mortuary now, where young ladies they got married to. Now those ladies are widows. And nothing is being catered for them at all. Nothing is being given to them, if not for the help of Indeda. And now Indeda now very a good guy too. So I'm not moving way forward now. I'm not moving to go now.
Okay,
this would be more than evil.
Okay. Now I'm going to the whole world is listening. People are listening because here they may find no advocate set the record straight. When me people mado that now once a name is being mentioned in Radio Biafra, again you channel of ma, again you channel of because I'm a good that now Chisamuru is against the struggle. You know what I'm saying now? And luckily for me to contact with you. Now the next question, based on if you could look at it before I got to the ones you could before, it said that now there was a time that you were to go and kill your fellow ESN member. Can you make it through more light on that?
My brother, watching I know what like this. Under one chain of command, if I'm available, organic like this, saying, boys, this is what I need to be done. I say yes. Which is I know one to know is you. But at the time, as things kept going wrong, Mmadubugwu only Sapele duty, not to tell your boys. Our these boys are more Sapele will tell us that these boys have migrated from that very point to send the to another place. Instead of telling us simply that these boys are there, we will not do that. Understand? Okay. As things now going on, we open Imo State, when everyone will camp somewhere around this area, due to Anambra Imo, the very close, one common boundaries, one neighboring villages, one much difference. So, by joining them together and we set their camp some. Okay, now that's their camp now. I wasn't even Mmadubugwu, those boys, no one is ever. Because these boys no attack that Mmadubugwu that is an evil man. Who now said that I know I hear no shadows to go where the supporters are there, not the boys here. I just only those who don't have also. Sapele meeting, over one parliament, King Jada and do to. So on King Jada, you know, the US Sapele meeting. Mark I go in 9. Meanwhile, when you search a suppress and also. When I now told me the sign by the woman, the signing back. Now some of that kind of TM, yes, and Abasa, open even the ESN. My man, as gone have it, I made it to carry on do my place. The attack now in Georgia.
Man, how don't you go now? Kedu mgbe ha zigala ụnụ ma ọ bụ ha chizigala ụnụ ka njeje gbuo ụmụnne anyị nọ na Ihiala and Imo, between Ihiala and Imo State? Kedu mgbe dị found?
Starting with January this year. This 2022 and January this year. But I can't say the actual date. One of the first week of January this year. But last year.
You mean here because on the 10th of November, this last year 2021, Nnamdi Kanu court case.
Yeah.
a bombardment between this year and the Imo State, and a lot of people were killed, houses. You know what I'm saying now? So that is to say, that those ones that the Nigerian government cannot get, you know what I'm saying now, or maybe they, you know what I'm saying now, or maybe they had a battle with the Nigerian government. You know what I'm saying now? Now Uchenna Apkatanku use Sapele in order to use you people to go and finish the job. That is where this because when you talk about this and the Imo State, and they also saying that
hello? Yes.
And they also have seen Uchenna Apkatanku, Saleh, Benjamin Mmadubugwu, that they are evil. So Biafrans, whenever that you hear a bombardment, in Biafra land, know it that is Uchenna Apkatanku and people that he's working with, just like Benjamin Mmadubugwu, just like Sapele, just like ESN, just like Uchenna Apkatanku. These are the that he is using in order to finish whatever the Zoo government have left over. You know what I'm saying now? That is why we say that from the 16th of this March, anywhere Batman is, we are going to do what? Take on all the politicians around that area. So that whenever they are communicating with this leadership who is working with them to go and do one or two things, they also have to decline. So let us continue. Now, instead that the day Unu decided to put an end to all these things that is happening was a time after they mentioned a Radio Biafra. In which you throw light on that.
Exactly. Okay, my brother. But very day, the other on earth. I know that them themselves they came to our camp because let me get there. Sapele go kidnapping squad because all the creating Anambra ESN kidnapping squad. And my brother, Sapele created the 3 camps from our camp. His motive of creating those camps was that these people will be returning, will bring returns to the new camp, to the old camp. Something, not with us. And when what is the return? And return because when you statement, because you definition, clear definition of the statement, define that return or define that. Yes, I know rumors that can make it happen. Okay, now our intelligence officer, one of our intel, I know, with a report into his desk, that these people from Umun brought you money. How come? Where's the money from? No matter the money is not. They go with a deal or for the ESN, go with the money. Call this the money goes to the sort of the you just anything Julia. I actually you have no right to ask this kind of question. I want to do why won't you have right to ask questions, but we have right to go and face any battle. But we have right to go and face any army or any headsman right for us. But I'm going to engage Judge Joker. I will make it not just for any Judge Joker, no any opener of crime. You understand? So this whole thing is this thing go I think events maybe for moons. These people are the material, but they are the material for moons. I will record it for hours. Yes, I didn't true. These people will be very, very dubious. We need to make them so. Hear me out. These people, the evil, they kill many of their brothers by themselves. Ebugo Munnever no na akan Congo. Nabro Dinket was only robo. King Dedana Moroma, King Dedacadendo. Then you have the question to answer. So more and women are no longer listening to any of their broadcasts, both on or anywhere. More under their guidance. I'm done with them.
It's in Sapele create a kidnapping squad in a different camp to turning whatever that they have kidnapped or ransom been paid to them.
You work on that day, these people now they will return to us that we should remain here. No one's invited, no one I was not able. I have got no service, I have got no any from outside. No one's invited, not the end of labor. And I can know science, it was a nice turn. When I do, it's not for that because I'm not not for what the turn or for that issue.
Oh, no one's
and I'm what I am.
Una no gene.
I know no go in the last kidnapping in this Anambra state, and they will say only one very good day I in the camp. They ran to us in the camp than around the attack on the main road. Then what you never intel they are wrong there in the what jungle in the south. We won't call it to that day. That one now will be third kidnapping since that new camp. And up to now, when they leave find is them. Many of them, some of them I not communicate with. Now I call on the AK and case a cheat now sometimes not never very go see any from which is anyone on the old camp. We start every day. We manage to eat once a day. Before I didn't eat, they don't go 1 hour. And that is the end for the day. Now those people they live fine. So those in that book, kidnapping squad will create you. Even about the special squad, not one of them will something. So I know now when you know upon data against them, when they will be email anything. So that is it.
Hey, can't you go to draw also? Ono one na-ekwu ifefa kwulu. No gana no ofu ebe, onwere gana alụzi. Nọọsụ ndị na-ekreti ilu special camp bụ ndị na-eweta on return. Unu wee jụọ afa return gịnị? Kedu ife na-ekwera sa ebe ajụ?
What is that return? Or return to send the line from Obodo Biafra na account of ESN or the return also. Now I saw never matter because I may feel defined. My man no worry when I anything I need to leave on our own logo. I think I'm not doing that our own story, but na diaspora understand the line go. Every na rogo I get do because very clearly na I know I think anything. Our own mission there is to go and eliminate whoever I want to eliminate. And go the person's property will be untouched. Okay now. Everyone going to sign out to our struggle. What are we getting? When are we engaging ourselves in the struggle? And what is the benefit from that struggle? I know when I'm working. Because when I'm bamboo, because I'm bamboo, people say, "Man, we ego." Although you know that all of a sudden we go. So all these things people know on his conspiracies and his entourage is involved.
Okay, that brings me to the next question. But then I think you have answered that question, and that question, question if you could on the other interview I made. But it's that now the oath no take it, that the oath no take it, and if you no put we take it that oath. Na for one another amazing if you no.
At all.
On the man. If you
even to go na as far as I have an account. You go abu okay that you are erect that was not erect for any reason. If you are mindful about their life, that means not determined for the struggle. You have balance. which means anyone you should remove mind from anything even go ego one that we should just focus. Sometimes I may fast in account my brother, I may fast sometimes 2 days, 3 days. And I'm not this man organized fasting up or we just log in a hotel. Do our men on stage, as in our women, so they log in a hotel after I fought each other against shame and other things, which is Ivanando. This man now, Abanando, no now contrary to our constitution, very good person. Not look at person, maybe that the gods will take control, but the person okay now one person. And since then, when was everyone people on your commission that the people the person as case you won't keep the judges one as being those top commanders. Only case notice here any of evil deeds the against the constitution. You are able to just Savan Aqualo, but I will not a junior officer million. Good person able. And make it our brothers not upland now do our pains, gather themselves and in our pastors not upland, gather themselves. They are in your message in a camp, whereby the evil, the atrocities of commander meeting. From that day, all these things will be the understand?
I will still come back to that woman of 18. I will still come because on neighbor Noah. Can I move way forward according to the comment section on Labor Noah, which have a connection with what I'm about to ask you. The person said, Lawrence Penny said, those politicians need total evangelism. Those politicians need total evangelism, and that is my question. Oge said that now open gaga me politicians attack. Gaga me politicians attack. Na open no bata. Weki repeat put come more like hello. And even the
come again, please.
Onye ọbụla need stop book gwa anyị nọ live biko. Onye ọbụla need the stop book gwa anyị nọ live. Can we concentrate here biko? Can we concentrate? Now,
okay, I'm there.
Okay. Igwala m wee sị m that now. Open gaga evangelists against politicians.
Yes.
Gaga evangelists against politicians. Jecha bata. Kedi inwe ike ilotakwa ife gwalụ m before. And inwekwa ike inwe ndị etinyekwa itinye.
Even with the football, but our sweat guy. So I want to tell by I just have to start those things because I is very clear now. I just evangelism. No one buying I realize the reason. No, just you just deliver our mission, then come back. I want to do this is no our stroke guy. The other one.
But I move go from there. I move go from there. Even wesem that now. Open gaga evangelists gaga me politicians attack. Gaga me politicians attack. No bata. Onwe ifi gwalum sina Benjamin and Sapele na agwono.
Okay, yes. Honorable, sometimes maybe I discover any politician name in the area. Never na the land they are okay.
Hello?
Where we saw support.
No. Start again. Chelu. Network will break now. I want you to start again. Open gaga find there out a politician, tough politician name.
I did the place. Yes.
Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, that is network failure.
Yes, on network failure. Ajụjụ njụlụgo ịgwala m na first interview anyị melu iwe sị m that na ọ bụ na unu jee unu gaga politicians na ezigbote nsogbu na unu jecha abata o nwere ife ịgwala m na Benjamin and Sapele
sometimes 3 days, sometimes 2 days. Ajụjụ ọsara na ụmụ Israel those that year around the born for 7 days. See, they achieve their goals. I will not see where any politician related. Mmadubugwu say no food. Sapele the national only development our feeling. Not knowing that no our duty to run assumption around after that 3 days I do what I say once in a day.
Does it mean that now how they're happy now on again politicians attack?
They are not happy at all, my brother. Only the head of this Biafra struggle now this and Nigeria as it is now, and this society is both. And Chukwuebuka is from Ebonyi State, while Mazanindu Nandekanu is from Abia State. But Adrian no choose direct. No, that's every damn step. Mazi Nandekanu made Katishin follow. Okay, now Mmadubugwu conspired, took the troops away. Mazi took I want to hear with Mazi Tutu and not a call along. That I only several times I know the second on the one. Kaina for my video call, Chacha. Okay, now can I mention that Google guide not for night even and got the annual. Now, what I'm not on our one I eat why I eat why I am no about my reasons. Cabon. Imagine that kind of statement.
Benjamin John ya wee gwunu na na-agwunu ka unu nọrọ nwa akụnụ maghali kedu ebe maazị Chuks Obasino.
This is his question anytime on a dry steady.
And this maazị Chuks Obasi the lawyer to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-emefe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru
more than lawyer. Anybody truthful to this my struggle now this Anambra now. I make every single detail about my that time Luna East, but his legis but the only vehicle yeah watch the video is legis going the only vehicle now again at the crowd. Upon the man only injury. I'm not attack the spiritually for community and physical attack. Man will a young man another married about 40 years of age. Now family about issue no one. Now issue is struggle with Biafra. Nobody so Biafra can you run with that with family like it's okay. Chooses for marriage to tomorrow.
Now
and they only follow the foundation the country lady. But Sapele second Mmadubugwu any account of Basiraka then the Feta none of them can give us any report. Manavani claim Navan nothing. No, that's opposite of issue. I will not do KPSC master gate or manager for master gate. That's the master gate you see, or have you eliminated him in order to take over? This is whatever what I want. My brother, case is too much.
Of course, case is too much. If I name Uchenna Apkatanku, can we separate the weed from the chaff? You see? You say all about ya. Now achọ nke ichu go more light. Basalo oge si na Sapele nwere ego na-abata from the leadership. And kedu mgbe chelu Sapele go no nwere ego na-abata from the leadership. No hustle onu nwa. Chelu kambia chelu. Us na nwere ego na-abata from the leadership, from diaspora. No hustle onu nwa.
Our hustle.
Yes. So that means, in his own words, that leadership has abandoned you guys. And and meanwhile, something is coming, and when something comes from the leadership, he will take some money to give Mazi Chinonso, aka King Jaja, in order to close his mouth. But then,
the point.
But then, King Jaja will steal from that money and wee nwee ike wee na eli nne. Mana ajụjụ nchọ ịjụgo amara nne jụa King Jaja ọ na ego na-abata ka ọ marọ.
King Jaja ọ chọrọ itinye anya na dat na ego na-abata, na ego ọ chọrọ itinye anya bụ ọga ọ bata nwaanyị nabatara, because bụ na nya nwana wee King Jaja si go tinyebe anya ọ na-azọ the position of ọga. His own problem is just tell us if after everything, me call why you not calling it? I'm only was together now. I'm only was only saying together. Just tell us this is how everything is coming in or everything is being spent. You will not tell us. Now only care must say the man will be. I'm starting out 1 million. Okay, now even I'm going to understand the plan 800,000 for a month. The whole of ESN on Anambra State. You know what I understand the line every month is 800,000.
You mean 800,000? Chelu, you mean $800 or 800,000 euro or 800,000 pounds?
Hi, 800,000 Nigerians naira.
Can I send? The whole of Anambra State.
ESN. Yes, not 800,000 every 30 days. And now, why other or his own brain calculate around because I'm like I said, how many boys? Now that's 800,000 I need to run in 1 week, and that is the reason we start on this. Because you're going to ever with 800,000, a watch a boy should up to 200 times 1 people. Every year since the very costly now and need one neighbor. Earlier that 2-3 days, 1 week highest. Other days I not start, but you only get that I might late. Every one late and every the following day. Just this and okay, this February first I know let's go the money 1 million. Yes, the 1 million there. Now some now 200 we go to somewhere else, which is unknown. Anonymous fellow, now collect 1,000. Meanwhile, the 700 also then they send the go to us. Okay, now many of them when they are only moving are forced to give or guava. Now I think I'll change the call. Now that I'll change receive that call about the 800,000 Zabata. Invite us, let us be very sure, so that if this kind of issue arises tomorrow, somebody can defend you that you didn't mess up with their money. Mana on another one. I have seen even here for the no young guys. No, you will be a Biafra and no, we will okay, man. No, only any message or passing. I message that I don't like that. So we are just saying that we are American because our own appetite for this for the movement. I appetite with our whole mind for the movement. Now, one thing, two things involved is either death or a victory. As I am now, only with them very much, very I'm very angry now as I'm talking to you that some of my men are mortuary now. Some of them both only issue and both the male and the female part. So only issue one are mortuary now. Sapele no we actually ma. Sapele no we alogo on all go na man mo tago on go 1 year the male business. Yes, no worry on you. That's why I can't make a boy 500 now. After 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'll be okay 500. But I'm with them now based on also leave the video. Inside the forest, how can you see money? You even 1 naira and we are 2 naira and we are 500 naira for any calendar sometimes. So all these things we buy number of I just we hope on Elohim, whom is the creator of heaven and earth. I wonder once only we have a all these things are stop when we automatic break.
What we are doing is a very great work. It's a very great work because what we are doing here expose all this evil that are doing using Mazunam the canon command and control in order to cover up their tracks. Now, my next question, because of Sapele, ni form Oselonu na no 800,000 na bife na bata. Kedu mgbe ọ gwalụ na ife no 800,000 na bife na without the whole of ESN. And then February. Kedu mgbe ọ gwalụ na ife?
Mgbe ọ gwalụ this thing from that November. This issue after kind of attack.
Oh, November.
That you can't just be dying.
This November during the Anambra election.
Yes.
Call Wallon na 3,000 naira. Even like you went to Mora and I go re-war. Just that came by the Amostan, many for cars and numerous heroes, but no one will upon it. So but also from the bush. They ran deeply from the place. But also return out of the camp after 3 weeks. From that day, this attack you Baba also can after 3 weeks. Meanwhile, more and other people are on the camp. Still, we secure every of our property on other point. We handed everything to him as the boss. Corner. Then from there, now this is we can't continue like this. We can't just be lying here for nothing. Nothing is solid. Now, since even in honest to manage everyone will not sustain him. Not 800,000 can national change the land. For us, I add the money. So make it then at this February, we're going the money will go no one can change the land. This that's only the and other one, no, we have only 200,000 naira. This February 2022.
Yes.
Cost now the money may increase again to 1 million for the whole of Anambra State.
Yes.
For the
whole of Anambra State.
Is it every two weeks or every 1 month?
No, every 30 days, sometimes 31 days.
So every 30 days, this February, go with 1 million naira na bata for the whole of ESN in Anambra State. And upon that, 200,000 naira go to an animals.
Yes.
Odimma. Now, if there's one check Basalo, some of our men who sold landed property. And why?
I got it. More than one now. I will just as I'm talking to you now. The only grace we were gonna from in my village go I know from village come share for town because now I look up on your fatherland, na your father's house, property there for outside there. And I don't know what impossible come earlier. Meanwhile, my belongings in the town in the take last year. Come on, we now I do myself in the bush. Momo Magica and the line idea job. Sapele when or place the embargo on us that we must pay 2,000 each before any anything job. Meanwhile, I've already arrangements no before I give them. More when you make a more on a bush. Now, walk aging my family lay my small food 1,000 naira for that 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira now, the guy gave me 1,000 and we had the remaining 1,000. This one that I'm talking to you, even organized from last year. My shoe is there from Bush. I go to another million every day. No other shoe to change. Man, I know what the boots provided on behalf of ESN. Last stop for there somewhere. After that, I received from Biafra area. So as it is now, any of them know the camp now with all these things go, all these my treatment, we don't know most of all the liberties. Some of us, their wives, some of us no one on the camp. Their wives are not. Some are divorced, some go there all around, struggle. Some lawyer, police there, now their houses, bring them to a court, which is why you court to jail for the property. Now, as it is now, this attack what in mind. I have to gallivant endlessly, no shelter on my own. Even the people, no let easier until the next moment. Because there's no how I return to village after how many months. You return empty-handed. Not even returning empty-handed. You come again to come and consume their food in the village and go to because you know the thing I remember we are trying to keep it as very big secret. People, most of the people I'm into now. So what if you go to for many months? If they're not able so I have to hang some in order to cover up my nakedness. You understand? So all these things anybody should be on an ESN Anambra chapter today. Where the own IPOB, Malino, those people now are considered Sapele because the Sapele was one strategy on the use that if you concoct to his own idea, I'm gonna commit again, I'm gonna make some commitment. But I know I'm going to be not anything, I'm going to be the evil people, my struggle. On everything.
Achọm ka ịgwa m ka ịgwa anyị gbasalụ ụmụnne anyị ndị egbusigolo egbuo enigofa and ka ị na okay some of ndị nke dada n'iru ọrụ onwere enigo ndị nke their people themselves kawamalu akpọ every time atụlụba ntụ steeti ịmago onwere ebe ya accident onwere ebe ya agụgide mmadụ ugwu dị anya ya ka achịf na ọgwụ awọrịzi you have to tell the person the truth so after able to tell the truth atalaba everything ya after everything in the essence many of them which is known as a junior officer then I can't give any account of the one now because I'm here and I made it open and I na general mortuary public energy because in this room was one after the mortuary any possible gunshot bullet wound bullet because so the name of the and the brothers. But for me, kind of a madam, think what we only at the post. Anything about them.
You should ask them now to give you voice notes of King Dead as it is now. I don't know why they're possible. Jelu, I don't care this man not go. I only with them well. Unji, every time. Was no, we are no last.
Chelu, Njaja na onwe ya bụ onye na-afụ na-agba mbọ ka enye ndị nwụrụ. So agwa anyị kịta nwa na Sapele ya nwụrụ onwe ya na ọdụrọkie ka ya nwụrụ onwe ya sa participate maka ịgwa ndị anụ egbula egbu n'iru ọrụ.
Mba, he's not bothered. He's not bothered at all. He has never been.
Okay.
And the reason we now apologize as a commander, I put it in the role before. I'm not even facing any challenge. Man, yes, I got Bokoga. I put in the one you treat us right. We went away.
Now, the next question on Chai Jogo, it was saying that no when back off issue and I go off, just like it is we before. It was said that na fanara rap unu puo biono. No nde o nwere ndị a na-arapụ iche ka ha kwuo bifa. I nwere ike itinyela ya ọnụ na ya bụ okwu.
Yes, my brother, let me tell you because now Sapele no create the about special sport. The very special sport is special among the freedom fighters known as Bush. I've never seen where that is done for the first time. Now we have a special sport. The special sport now they use it as tools. Everyone they use as equipment. It's not as any bad mission. You know, now be in the meeting. You can't stand in the meeting. You go about another person now. What special sport the group. If we command those special sports, a that person, that junior officer, maybe before person after 2-3 days with injuries, person just for question of you will not commit another crime just for you to ask questions. They ask you. Now answer the question, are you wiser than them or are they fools? Why not remain silent like them? You could anything, you be in for it. Just the same thing in Nazuru. And then my name our father campo.
Odemma wanano. Now, if I don't talk, I can joago. One of the member of Gallant Men ESN, Ejidelu, yana nyina ememme nke ndị Igbo na-akpọ sex. Ewe jide we chọọ ka emenye akaje. Enwe ike tụtala ya ọnụ n'okwu ahụ.
Okay. Well, according to Babylon, now onye nọ n'iru ọgụ a na-echekwuru nwaanyị. Na onye nọ n'iru ọgụ need to abstain away from imekọ na nwaanyị. No, just gịnị ya ikwuru okwu chacha. No, they against the law. But themselves now the special sport members, wherever selected themselves as in for their own people, their self-negotiate. You don't have ordinary, not junior officer. You have their own road. Meanwhile, when I allow one, okay, now, when was your Chukwuebuka what that their secret one day? One of our junior officers exposed over. Okay, now, instead of battling breaking our law.
Kedu ka so expose over? Nya kọwara ya ọfụma kedu ka
expose onye bụ no no ngwale ndị ebe na system na mafia ka na-akpa. Ọsọ na ndị mafia ọkpọ the person azọ. Ọkpọ ya azọ. Na the person mafia kwa na system and asị emene mmadụ. My brother, what the guy in the picture this thing? Very small thing, man. The guy that day. very little thing. The guy, every good guy catching me. It's not the guy I'm go. And the guy win it. The guy made the world. It's not the one. From there, I lost the New Man, as God may have it, that person committed marriage jockey with that guy. Up and now, when you see that day, any city the guy is as it is now, the guy on go. But that guy committed that thing now, age choker, even that person.
Chelu.
Go down now.
Onye nke commit la commit. Also na the special squad.
Also national commander in the special squad too.
Then onye nke fulafu wee sị ọkwasị na ama amapịa. No nwekwa na ndị onye je mapịa. E wee chọọ ka egbu onye.
Yes. Onye nke ahụ abụrụ just junior officer public.
Yo ọfụlafụ wee kwuo wee sị ọkwa mapịa.
Yes.
Nekwe onye mapịalụ.
Yes.
Ndị na-wee de wee chọọ ka egbu onye.
Yes.
Ọ dị mma. Ife ọzọ just the last question nchọ ka njọ aka ịtụnyekwa aka n'okwu ọnụnwa. Gwara anyị wee sị November ka Sapele kwulu nọ 800,000 naira ka a na-enye the whole of Eastern Security Network nọ na Anambra State. Then we lute na this February anụnwa. February nke last month ka anyị nọ March anụnwa. O wee sị that na no 1 million naira bife na abatazi. And ime 1 million naira anụnwa. 200,000 naira na ga to an animals. So we kabulukwa 800,000.
Yes.
Pataka. Patuko nya then kai we mechizie nye.
Okay. Ever since you Apkatanku na this in camp, Sapele no we okote nuro now no the even ESN from outside the country. Even I want to know our family members now upland but then for themselves. Plus struggle now no and upon struggle. So after everything, after I made one attack, I won a now the commander. But he's not a real commander. He's not a true commander because Commander Butuza intercept that Ogoja, you will be at the front as a commander. Let's assume as a father in the family. If any attack occur in the family, the father to be at the front, the mother, then the children behind. But this is our case now. But I know about the last children, now at the front, not the attack. So after that, I was in Bar, no Buma, I have about Initial Makama, I took on I will give them questions. That time I just Malina attack a jar and can go give also. I give them a question. How from there, question was now 800,000 against more 800,000 was illegal test music called the illegal grant. Not just a good 800,000. A good one, two things. I go one. I make a video on February. The guy put the money to go 1 million. Upon losing 1 million, with the 1 million, or sign a 200,000, they go. Who is the person in the 200,000 or sign about our business? I'm also, and the funniest part of it is that this ESN issue, I can't win here. I can't his girlfriend because he receive our money according to our interest. His girlfriend.
Account his girlfriend, not the wife.
Before he later got married to the same lady, but before he got married to the lady, I can't check on her operating.
Okay. Before married to the girl, to the girl as a girlfriend, could you receive a gono? Okay.
ESN.
Odimma. Ayi chago. Come on, we venture can to you polugu. Oge anụ ịgwala onwe sị m ịgwala wee sị anyị na oge melụ na attack na ya nwere onwe nye gbala ọsọ with onye nke ọzọ second ya then ewe mechazie n'ọnụ na onwunu bụ ife kwechi ife nja ka gwago n'ọda na all sell out nleke elelu and aka chinasa nwuru and the other people hand sending our work along with if Emily found when you disclose location, no, because I've gotten an information You know what I'm saying now? That these somebody say that now no leadership are the ones who is exposing the locations of our gallant men. That there's a lot of betrayal. You know what I'm saying now? So they
Mmadubugwu first person at that one. Mmadubugwu first person about somebody. Mmadubugwu is specific. No one has no Mmadubugwu with the whole thing. We tell the world that our problem here and one of this Anambra Biafra land here, bro. Benjamin Mmadubugwu. Let the whole world hear it because no one I'm not here. But who will be telling me if I see any truth and hide it? I'm also it. I don't care now. Somebody. Benjamin Mmadubugwu, the evil man behind this about Anambra State struggle. He was the one that ordered that King David should be killed through Sapele and his second Udene. This is broad daylight. Benjamin Mmadubugwu, our problem here. Nobody else. Because on a deceive or you deceive on your change or just like this kind of thing. These idiots, they are go where it's kind of 1 JJ. Don't this kind of thing, or you change.
Kaira
from his mouth.
Kaira go that side. You treated that case like yesterday. I treated the case Basalo, the sit at home, Soludo Cho Emoselo, and I treated the case Basalo one prophet, prophesies a law. So even when we are can stay in one place. You can stay in one place. Just like no, just like information on social media. I just pick it up from social media and also attention. A verifiable evidence that some state coordinators, such as and the Ebonyi State, are asking IPOB family members to submit their names, their phone numbers in units, including ESN members. And the message went on to say, or the information went on to say, I want to make it clear that such order was not given from POB leadership, permitting any state coordinator to collect names and families of family members, including ESN. Therefore, any state coordinator are warned not to venture into this path because of security risk involved. Any coordinator found asking for these details, IPOB and ESN members in his state will be dealt with. Now, these are the people who now work with the zoo. Now, they want to clean up. As I say now, they want to clean up. This exposition wine ahead now. It's just getting started. It is just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is just getting started. Yes. And why we are doing this exposition, people will be opening to know that person like I know that he's not the only one. You know what I'm saying now? That in November 2021, he agreed that 800,000 is given to the whole of Anambra State. Just this February, yesterday. Yes, just yesterday, last month of Naira. For the whole. Whereas millions upon millions are being given to other states. You know what I'm saying now? I believe including he himself. I believe including he himself. You know what I'm saying now? I believe including himself. Money are being dished out, but to use all the money, we generate a billion life. A money they will go generate a billion. Na sabotage onye kwuze egbu onye kwuze akpa afa ya na Radio Biafra. So ọ dị mma nwa Chineke, ọ dị mma. We will continue but ka obegodo anyị etu anụnwa. Onwe ife iche ịgwa Biafrans the autopilot, because autopilot and the Wiskitan one make sure that's na fundraising, not a raise fundraising. If not, China Sanworo and Co. How we find kusigo every activities of IPOB. How kusigo protest? How kusigo the activities of protest in the whole world? How kusigo the activities of letter bombardment? How kusigo a lot of things? And when they even sit at home, how kusigo if any nanwa? And you want to know why you be preach, if now we make it when I'm not check back. You also say now. So thank the IPOB autopilot, making sure that now fundraising naga, and they are doing everything humanly possible. Can make sure that now they with fund, because the survival of IPOB and the ESN, our gallant men and welfare and the rest of them come from this autopilot that you are seeing right now. So say now, if not, what they want is Nnamdi Kanu to be killed, because because before Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, before he was kidnapped, he had a meeting. He wanted to have a meeting, and that meeting is to reshuffle the DOS. You know, reshuffle the DOS, because when it comes to a time that when a man needs to take a bold step, you know what I'm saying now, to take a bold step, and that bold step is what Nnamdi does, because that he surrounded himself with evil people, so they connive and sold Nnamdi Kanu, extradited him in Nigeria, and that is why that anything of Nnamdi Kanu they are against. That is exactly what they are doing today. You know what I'm saying now? That is exactly what they are doing. So in the nearest future, once you remember anything, because we keep on this thing till we finish, I get finish the whole of interview I made. The interview I made my mom, now your commander. It's about 1 hour. So we have a lot, and as we are going, then we'll be asking more questions. On which POB worldwide.
Even Magua Umuibo, Biafra, ebe ọ bụ na onye abụna nọ na o nwere ogbu a na-atụ na be anyị, ọsị onye atụ na okwute na-abịa, onye atụ na okwute na-abịa, maka na ọ mara ụmụ onye nke ya ka ọ okwute ya lan ka ebe ọ pụtara onye ọbụla kwụba aka ọtọ. Eziokwu arụta na nkụ, nwanne m nwoke, nwanne m nwaanyị, onye ọbụla ebubo na-ekwu eziokwu. He is being hated by many, in fact by all. But onye ọbụla atụ ntụ, onye ọbụla na-atụ arụ, that is where people will be falling into. Mana ndị na-anụ olu m nkịta, ebe ọbụla na-anụ olu m, keep your hands straight, because now that aka gị ekwu ọtọ ịdị ọcha ka ewu that promised land. Iwu gbuo onye ọ dịrị gị mma, ọ dịrị ụmụ ụmụ gị mma, dịrị your on generation. Onwere much you will not be very, very upright in everything you do. Avoid throwing a ball against a wall, because it must surely come back to you. That's the law of karma. Either can we you
is being hated by all. Just like the first statement to Omeleban was saying, Nnamdi Kanu DSS don't jump because of truthfulness. Because of Nnamdi Kanu betrayed this struggle, he would have sold this struggle a long time and be living. But because he stood by the truth and stand by the truth, and that is the reason why that he is suffering. You know, so say now, that is the reason why that he's suffering. That is the reason why Benjamin Mmadubugwu, Sapele, Uchenna Apkatanku, Igbo, and the rest of them are fighting against Nnamdi Kanu, fighting alongside with the DSS, Nigerian government, having meeting, discussion about political solution, trying to turn IPOB into a political movement that one day they will say, go and vote, go and take your PVC. Because I've heard somebody say that they are not following Nnamdi Kanu, that they are following DOS. I've saw and heard somebody on the comment section. He said that they are not following Nnamdi Kanu, that are following DOS. And DOS has their own strategy. Their own strategy. And part of those strategy is to do what? To the Muslim they cannot stand for. To do what? To keep us in this unperpetuated and forcibly turn us into Muslim. And that is what we're saying no. Because if you know, during the time Uthman Danfodio came to the northern Nigeria, what is his mission? His mission is jihad. He's not interested in wealth. He's not interested in education. That is the reason why that when the Britain came to Lagos, they had it very hot with the Yoruba people. Came to the Biafra land, they had it very hot with us. And they now moved to the north and find out that the northern people accepted them. Now, why was it? It is because the conquer of the Hausas during the 1904 to 1908. 1904, 1908, you understand? They were conquered. So it becomes a marriage that both of them together. You understand? That is the reason why that whatever they are doing, they use the Fulani in order to complete whatever the interest that they are doing, even if to renew their agreement of oil. And now the Fulani have learned from the master, which is the Britain. You understand now? What are they doing now? The Fulanis are now using our own people. They are not contacted with the use of the politicians, Igbo politicians. They are not. They have now extended it into this family. That is why we say, see this Biafra IPOB. Nobody can be able to destroy this IPOB because this is where it ends. It is indigenous people of Biafra. This is not Masob. You know what I'm saying now? That is why you see who are upright in the truthfulness have come out and said that we must do everything humanly possible in order to what we hurt the Nigerian government so much. Why the Bishop Alisus, the Imperatus, in order to say on the 23 of August, July, yeah, August 23 of August 2021, that he is pleading with IPOB leadership to permanently suspend sit at home. Bishop Kalisus Onaga of the Enugu Catholic Diocese. It is because they are having meetings. So they have used useless all the politicians. They extended it into the religious leaders, also religious leaders. Now they now extended it into the leadership of IPOB, and we have now come out to say that that can never happen. It can never happen. You know, that is why we are here. I quote you because IPOB is where it ends. You see this IPOB, the Indian people of Biafra, this is where it ends. This is where we are going to get our freedom. And they are listening. You know, they can pretend, they can do everything to disrupt our network, reduce. People are pushing in order to listen to that message. That is why once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, never you expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and begin to broadcast. No, he will do what is needful. He will do what is needful. And but before then, we all have a work to do. We need to expose anything that is exposable. You're also saying now, we need to expose anything that is exposable, because this thing that is just pointing out here, these things are also happening here. The issue of not allowing people's opinion to count. Myself, I have given a suggestion. Even that was just before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured. I think that was before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured, or just about a month or there after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured. This is not my own idea. It is an idea from a family in Bremen, here in Germany. He said he have told the national coordinator to implement what they themselves have done. What is that then that they did? They themselves, they registered their IPOB family in Bremen. You know what I'm saying? They have their own account. You know what I'm saying now? So everything that they do is accountable. He now told the national coordinator of Germany, in order to use his authority to replicate this same thing it in the whole of Germany family. You understand now? So everything will be accountable. He himself account will be open, and he will have this. He will have access to this account. Then the ex-finance, Madam Nyanya, will also have access to the account. The unit coordinator will also have access to this account. Just like what he is saying, when they ask, where is this money coming? Since you say that the leader is not taking care of us, where is it coming from? He said, don't ask me anything. This is a brother, a comrade, a principal officer in Bremen. He said, you have told, but each time you told the national coordinator of Germany, he doesn't listen. So when he was discussing it with me, and I said, tell it again, tell me again, those things. Say it. While he was saying it, I was putting it down. All these things, I bring them to writing. Me and him, we edited it in a way that's going to make sense, and the grammatic. So we edited it and make everything to be perfect. You also say now, if I can bring that distance, you can bring it. If I can bring it, I don't know if people are still hearing me, but if I can bring it, let me read it. Let me read it, because it's part of those things that people's opinion does not count. People's opinion does not count. You also say now, let me try and bring it, because it's very, very important. When somebody is talking about things that will make the family to move forward, which myself have already contributed in this quarter, even in the document that I sent to DOS, it is there. It is there. I even put it there as an idea from a family in Bremen, which I am just a writer in that. Let me see. Let me see it. Let me see it, because I have it here. I have it here. It is here. So these are the things that we're talking about. Opinions, people's opinion does not count. People have ideas how to do things and how things are going to move, but they don't take it. They don't take it. So these things are just happening. You also say now, too many messages. Too many messages. So these are the things that we are talking about. People's opinion must be counted. You also say now, people's opinion must be counted. Because if people's opinion are not counted, how can you be able to carry everyone along? How can you be able to carry everyone along? People cannot be able to voice out their opinion, and you say that you are a leader. You don't have a listening ear. Like I'm in the media, you also say now, like I am in the media, I always have a listening ear. You also say now, I always have a listening ear to people. Because when you talk about being a public servant, you must always have a listening ear so that people can be able to relate with you. Not, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. You have to have time. You have to have time for the people to be able to understand that, yes, indeed, that you are doing a great job. Too many messages, too many messages. But this thing I'm talking about right now, this thing that I'm talking about right now, it is with Chike Doziem. As I'm speaking right now, it's with Chike Doziem. Now that it is with Chika Edoziem. You also say now, let me try and remember. Number one, in that thing that we wrote there, that the national coordinator, let him appoint, tell the unit coordinators, this unit coordinator will look for people that can speak the language very, very well. They will go and meet a lawyer that his specialty is in registration of in this case, IPOB family. You also say now, those ones will go and register this family. And registering this family, account will be open. In this account, each coordinator will have access to that. A national coordinator will have access to that. The ex-finance, Madam ex-finance, will also have access to this account. That the people can be able to pay in, so there will be accountable. You also say now, there will be accountable. This one is number one. Another one is this: it will give a one-way. It's going to help that our database, not as a Nigeria, will automatically reflect in the United Nations database that these people that they are calling Nigerians are not what? Are not Nigeria, but Biafrans. And part of those things that we wrote there, that it will now be easy for people to do away with their Nigerian passport. Because once you go and declare yourself stateless person, United Nations will automatically recognize you as a Biafran. Through this registration, you also say now, through this registration, United Nations will automatically recognize us as a Biafran, not Nigeria. You also say now, and you also make it, this comrade from Bremen also made a reference that, for example, when we went to the Berlin protest that we went on the 9th of July 2021, he said, for example, the people that came to that protest is about only 1% out of what we have here in Germany. That is 50, that is about 5,000 people. About 5,000 people in general from this Germany came to that protest. You also say now, when other people who are not interested in Biafra sees that these are the benefits that you can be able to benefit, you can do away with Nigeria, have a United Nation that you can travel anywhere without harassment. Without harassment, it will give the people the mind to come into the struggle. You know, so say now, I wish I find it, I could have just read it now. But all these things, those 16 pages of document that I compile against China Sanworo, that by the order of Chike Dozim said that I should send those things. It is among the last page. It is among the last page that I sent just to move the struggle forward. You also say now, just to move the struggle forward and for people to begin to have so all these things, when all these things are being put in place, but they cannot do it because they don't want transparency. You also say now, today in Bremen, as I'm talking to you right now, today in Bremen are functioning very, very good. Bremen are functioning very, very good. They are registered. You also say now, they are registered. And the leader there is carrying everybody along. The unit leader there in Bremen, when they have a general meeting, sometimes what he don't understand, he will take it to the family and say he cannot give answer to this particular decision. You also say now, let me take it to my people. Let them decide because I'm just their leader. This is an example of a leader. A lot of these things, we just put it there. A lot of things that we just put there so that the struggle can be able to, but this kind of a thing, they don't want it. Anything that will make the struggle to be transparent, you cannot see them do it. You cannot see them do it. So what they care about is only how to, what they are going to do, siphon money, talking about transparency. No, they don't want that. You know what I'm saying now? They don't want that. So we continue on this expose, just like what we do today is a telephone so that people can hear it from, because we will continue and begin to set these people free. And we know there are people, there are many people that their name have been mentioned. If you do your investigation very well, you will see it's a similar case. These people, they don't want to play and buy by the evil that they want them to do. You can hear what he said, that they were sent. Sapele sent them to go to Ihala and Imo State to go and kill a fellow ESN member. But they said they're not going to do that. They sent them to go and kill a fellow ESN member in Ihala, between Ihala and Imo State. So anywhere you see bombardment, knowing the hands of Uchenna Apkatanku is there, and the people that he's working with. Sometimes he might not know, because he has already trained them. Everybody's greedy. Everybody's greedy, building business, building this. So everybody's greedy. You cannot tell me what to do. You are there. After all, you are the person who taught us how to do that. So you will not begin to see a kind of argument. Yes, but anytime I want to do such a thing, I want to be aware of it. This is the what kind of thing that Uchenna Apkatanku will be telling them. Yes, I know, but anytime I want to be aware of it. I want to collect my own return. Just like you just said, that Sapele created a camp for a special squad. Ask these people, this one that you just heard his voice now, that they are going to be remaining on a particular, the old camp. These ones are going to be beginning return. That those ones are the ones who have mind. And these ones are created for kidnap. So all these kidnapped that you are seeing in Biafra land, these are the people. These are the people we're talking about. Special squad, dead man squad, Ebubago. Because this creation, these are the places that they got all these things. And now the information that we just got, that Ebonyi State and the Enugu State coordinator are asking the family unit and the ESN members to provide their names and their phone contact. For what? To finish up the job. To finish up the job. But that cannot happen. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. I still remember I saw the Nkeman Kendele Chineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. By today, special grace of God, Chukwuebuka Udene, today or tomorrow or next, I'm going to do a video review. I'm going to do a video review on how easy, not easy, but a direction way for you to pay your monthly due or ESN or whatever dues that had to do with this struggle through Umwere account. I'm going to do a review, a video review. You understand what I'm saying now? And in that video review, you are going to see, because I've already started it, started the preparation yesterday. In that video review, when you type in, let me just do it, but not the official, because the one I want to do, I'm going to do it specially. I'm going to do it specially for this purpose.